Founded some 22 years ago, Freedom Farm now has 45 teams in its organization and a World Series title under its belt. President of Freedom Farm, Greg Burrows, says that this league is the most successful youth baseball organization in the country.
The biggest thing about that now is we have to defend that. And defending a 12-year-old when everybody except 2 players on the team were 12-year-olds. That could be a major problem. We now have to go look for new 12-year-olds or new 11 and 12-year-olds to sort of go back and contest the World Series. Or actually the first step will be the regional, try and get back to win the regional to move on to the World Series.
Burrows says that the road to the World Series was not an easy one, but his organizing team is a determined one who fought for the organization every step along the way. Sometime
in the early 90s, I met a gentleman, and I was invited to bring a team to the Carl Ripken World Series that was held at the time in Henderson, Kentucky. I saw some teams there from the U.S. Virgin Islands and a couple other countries, a few other states. We were what they call the warm-up team. So as the guests of the World Series, we played games prior to the World Series itself. So we would have warm-up teams and give them extra games to get them ready for the World Series. The World Series would have started, say, Friday, and we played from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, leading up to the World Series. And then we were so special hosts in the games and stuff like that. And from then, I thought that, look here, this is pretty cool, but we need to become members of this thing. It took years of hard work and lobbying before Burrows was able to convince the World Series organization that the Bahamas and Freedom Farm Baseball League should be considered a state in the Cal Ripken baseball. We could then go into what they call regionals with all the Southeast region states. Bermuda, I think it's us, and it's one other country. We'll just only have to win that regional tournament, and will be the 10th team or one of the 10 teams to the World Series. But 3 years ago, we were given that permission to be recognized as a state. And hence, year before last, which is 2009, we tried, we got knocked out. 2010, my son told me, he said, Daddy, we have the team this year to win the regional base, what I saw last year. So, well, let's put it together, let's go at it again. And his son was right. The 12-year-olds won the regional championship, and then they went on to win the 2010 Cal Ripken World Series. For the Tourism Today Network, I'm Gina Seeley.